Hi Gemini, this is your reading for the month of June 2019. This month I'm doing the same as last month, 2 cards for each week of the month. Also got a card from Psychic Tarot by John Holland and a card from Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield and an affirmation card from Mirander Kerr. This month I am using the Rider Waite rather than the Gilded Tarot. So let's move into week 1 and see what's in store. So Gemini, you've got the 10 of Pentacles and you've got it teamed with the Chariot. Now, for me, when I see the 10 of Pentacles, for me, that is my family card, okay? This card can be talking to those that, it may be about a marriage. It can be about children. It can be about parents, grandparents. In the card, the picture shows extended members of the family. It can talk about inheritance. It can talk about our finances and property, which may be shared. It can talk about a family business, okay? So it can talk about many different areas concerning many different relationships that we have in our life. But, when this card is in the upright position, I always see it to be positive, okay? Whether family is helping you, whether you are the young adult and your parents are assisting you, whether you are married, whatever the circumstances, I get a nice feeling, put it that way, when I see the 10 of Pentacles. The Chariot, as we know, is a card about forward movement. It is the victory card in the major. The thing with the Chariot is the 2 Sphinxes need to both be on the same page. Both need to be going in the same direction to get that victory. So, it's a head and heart here. So it could suggest that some big family decision has been made and now there's going to be some forward movement. But as I said, there needs to be head and heart on the same page here. But it could very well be, whether this is finances, whether this is property, whether this is inheritance, whether this be a family business, whatever this is, it may be that some of you have gone through a difficult financial time and now there's growth. A business that you may be running, there may be some growth attached to that. And other members of the family may be involved as well. But there's forward movement here, okay? Now, for some of you that this is talking about a marriage, maybe for some of you, you've been going through some difficulties within that marriage. It may be to do with finances that have been putting a strain on the marriage. But as I said, with that Chariot there, providing head and heart are on the same page, there can be victory. So week 2, we have the Page of Swords and we have the 6 of Wands. I've heard some readers say that the Page of Swords is not one of their favourite cards. For me, it's not really a card that that I really can say that I dislike. In the reverse, it's not so favourable. In the upright, the Page of Swords is about somebody speaking their truth, okay? Yes, it can be a card suggesting somebody may be spying, okay? So, I've heard that we've heard the word stalker attached to this card. Somebody may be looking at social media, trying to find out information. But quite often, people do that because they feel that what they're being told is not entirely the truth. And that's the thing with the Page of Swords. There can be the need to have to question the truth. But because we have the Six of Wands underneath it, I feel that the Page of Swords, is more to do with you speaking your mind than somebody else, okay? It may be some truth that you need to speak about. It may be something that you need to get off your chest here. It may very well be for a small portion of you that yes, maybe you are going to hear the truth, but the Six of Wands again is the Victory card. You have both Victory cards there. You've got the Chariot and the Six of Wands, and you know the Six of Wands talks about having been through something that's been there has been a challenge, okay? It's not necessarily a big wall, you know, but you've gone through, you know, some form of argument or conflict, okay? Either with a group of people or with another individual. But with that Six of Wands there, it shows you coming out victorious. The other aspect with the Six of Wands is it can talk about attention, okay? So maybe for some of you, you know, it's going to be a pat on the back type of energy with it, you know, some form of accolade, some form of, you know, applause, some form of a reward, if you like, not financial, but something along those lines in regards to some effort or hard work that you've put into something. So I don't pick up anything too negative there with that Page of Swords. If anything, I feel the Page of Swords is more your energy than it is coming from somebody else. Now, in week 3, we have the Four of Wands, and we have that teamed with Justice. Now, the Four of Wands is a card that can talk about celebrations. We're going to get that bit out the way first, okay? It can talk about moving in with somebody, becoming engaged, getting married, having a reason to celebrate something. But the other aspect with the Four of Wands is it can deal with our foundations, because the fours are to do with our security, our foundations, okay? So, you know, it can be a card, for me anyway, that can make you question how secure you do feel, you know, within your home, within a relationship. Underneath it is the Justice card. Now, for some of you, the Justice card could be there to symbolize that, yes, maybe a marriage is taking place, because the Justice card can be about a court of law, okay, a judge. So for some of you, you know, this could represent a marriage in terms of the more civil ceremony rather than, you know, a traditional church type of marriage. So yes, that it could be there to suggest that maybe some of you are getting married, okay? But the Justice card also is about wanting justice. So I'm wanting to make sure the scales are evenly balanced. The only way we're going to get justice is if we ourselves have acted in a fair and just way. Now, the Justice card is in the upright position, okay, which is very favourable. I just wonder if for some of you here, there has been some issues regarding a marriage, regarding a relationship. Only because we do have, as I said, the Ten of Pentacles, that family card up there. And here we have the Four of Wands. It could be for some of you that you've gone through a very rocky time in a relationship. And maybe in this month of June, for some of you, it could be that a divorce is going through, or a divorce is going to be finalized. That is a possibility here. Even though these cards are not in the reverse position, it could just be here to symbolize. See, but the thing with the Justice card is it's a big message there, the Justice card, and I don't want to do the Justice card an injustice, if you like, and try to downplay it. Something is going on here in regards to a relationship, most likely a marriage. Now, moving to week 4, we have the Two of Wands and we have the Queen of Swords. I'm going to take the Queen of Swords, Gemini, to be you, okay? Two of Wands, world is your oyster. Two of Wands, as we know, is, a choice here. Are we going to stay where we are? Are we going to go down a brand new path? For some of you, when I was around this area, I found the energy to be good. As I've come along here, not that I'm saying it's turned negative, because we do have the 2 victory cards here, and the Two of Wands, I get a good feeling about that. The Queen of Swords, as I said, I feel is your energy. For some of you, this could definitely be talking about the breaking down of a marriage. For others of you, though, this could be talking about cementing a marriage. But in the last week of June, we do have a decision to make up there with that Two of Wands. Now, your card from the Psychic Tarot is financial and material changes. So, and this card up there with the Ten of Pentacles, as I said, can talk about finances and property, but more often than not is talking about those things that are shared with another individual. That's why I feel that for some of you, this could be a divorce here. And there could be changes in regards to your finances and where you live due to the ending maybe of a marriage. Your card from the Whispers of Love, and please remember that the Whispers of Love is not just about our personal relationships. It's about all relationships that we have with many different people on a daily basis within our lives. But you have love who you are. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving of all the wonderful things that life has to offer. So, if you're going through a breakup of a marriage, Gemini, if you're going through some difficulty here, take that message there. Love who you are. Don't blame yourself, okay? It always takes 2 people to make a relationship and 2 people to break it down, okay? So somebody obviously needs to hear that message there, to love who you are. Your card from the Mirander Kerr affirmations is, I am willing to learn and grow in each new experience that life offers me. There is a lesson in everything for which I am grateful. And you see, that's the thing here, Gemini. Even if we're going through something that feels very difficult, whether that be financially, whether that's emotionally, whatever it is, there's always a lesson, okay, that we can learn and take into the future. And there's always something within that lesson that ultimately we can be grateful for, okay? So Gemini, that is your month. For some of you, it seems it's going to be quite a heavy month. As I said, whether this is for some of you going in the direction of a marriage, or for some of you, I feel coming away from a marriage. There's a divide there. But definitely talking about a marriage or the breaking down, something along those lines there for the majority of you. Okay, Gemini, thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.